What is my story exactly? I've had so many people tell me so many different things, a variety of facades and pseudo actions all exfoliating from my mouth, never truly knowing which truth is my truth, never truly understanding the narrative. But today, I will know the narrative, and today I will tell the narrative. I was born on January 21st, 1999 in New York, New York. Growing up in New York City is interesting to say the least. Most things younger kids would hear about on the news, from their parents or on cartoons, I would see walking to the train for school every single day. It was rough to grow up around. Eventually, my parents thought this was not an ideal place for me, and with a second child on the way, they quickly sought out to move to New Jersey. At this point, I began attending private school because the local public school got a shooting just the week prior, so my parents felt as though it wouldn't be the best place to raise a child or let a child attend school. During my time at this school, I found it hard to fit in and ended up spending a lot of time to myself. I was very shy and was unsure how to go about making friends with the kids, considering most of them made fun of me for my hair and skin, asking me questions like, "Why is your skin colored the wrong color?" After a while, my parents felt as though I was not around enough people of my race, so they moved me to a public school in Teaneck. Teaneck is a largely African American area, so my parents thought this would finally be the place where our son started to make friends. This was unfortunately not the case. A lot of the black kids there were supposed to understand me, be my friend, and kind of sympathize with me. But instead, they made fun of me for being mixed race and called me things like halfie. And due to the way I spoke, they said I was not black. I didn't deserve to label myself that way. I was ostracized once again and left out for the same reason. It felt as though I was always too dark for the white kids and too light for the dark kids. This led to me further isolating myself, further and further, until I felt the need not to reach out to anybody. But this further isolation led to me gaining an interest in stop motion. I began telling stories with my toys. They were simple stories, but I wanted to continue forward with them, make them better. After this, I began learning ways to make them better, such as editing software, putting narration into all of them, and learning software like Flash to add animation and effects. As time grew, my skill and interest continued to prosper alongside it. I began wanting to tell more and more stories and make them better. At some point, I wanted to be able to make an impact with the stories I was creating. I wanted to help people like myself who were alone and needed to find something to make them feel better. I needed something or someone to help push me even further. This ambition led me to Full Sail, where I began working on countless other projects with people that had similar desires to me. People saw me for more than the way I spoke or the way I looked, but instead for the ideas that I held in my mind and the stories that I was able to create. For once, I did not feel so alone, but excited to work on the next project and see what more life can bring me.
Please state your name, where you're from, and your occupation.
Hi, I'm Rocky. I'm from Teaneck, New Jersey, which isn't that far from New York, and I currently do freelance creative work, so I do casting direction, creative direction, and styling in the fashion industry.
All right, thank you. Now, Rocky, who is Haywood to you, and how did you meet him?
Haywood is a close friend that I met in 6th grade, and we reconnected a few years ago, and we just stayed close, I feel, because of our share of passion in the art.
Sounds great. Now, what do you think of him, and what impact did he have on your life?
The impact on my life by making me more confident and keeping me on track towards my goals and just keeping me not give up. So I appreciate that.
Sounds great, sounds great.